Welcome everyone, and in this video we're going to talk about all things ground bait. Now ground bait is a personal preference, it's what you like to use. Now there's a few key aspects to ground bait which I like to use as a rule of thumb in my fishing. Now we're here today at Western Pools, we're on the clay pit, and it's very clear and you can see the bottom in a lot of places. Now you may think, well, what ground bait should I use? What type of fish am I trying to catch? Well, let's just keep it dead simple and work off a few facts and key features to make sure your ground bait is the correct selection. Now, if you take winter fishing for example, the fish are less active, they're reluctant to feed as well as they are in the summer months, and they're very dormant. Because of this, the water goes very clear, so you can see the bottom. Now, if you was to use, for example, I've just got Thatcher's Dark with me today, but if you used to use the normal Thatcher's, which is a nice light brown colour, in such clear water, the fish might be reluctant just to glide over the ground bait and feed off it. This because it's a sight thing, they might be a bit wary of feeding over it because of the colour. Now, in winter, because you've got clear water, you can just change to the Thatcher's Dark, where the fish, it'll blend in with the bottom and the fish would be a bit more reluctant to come over and feed over it, and you can keep them fish coming in your net. Now, it's a few selections of what you're trying to fish. If you're trying to catch carp alone on a method feeder or F1s, then Thatcher's Dark on its own is probably going to be really good, because you're trying to get your baits to the bottom. It's mainly pellets in this with a few other ingredients such as fish meals, so it's really good for catching carp in them winter months. And you've got the dark ground bait which you need. Now, if you were going to come onto this venue, like we recently fished a little video of catching everything, this is why I've brought the black roach along today. You may think, well, why have you brought this to a commercial venue where there's no fish meals, there's no pellets which in this ground bait which the fish want to eat and they're used to seeing on this venue? Well, it's because I want the activity. Because I'm trying to catch roach, they're really active fish, they'll move around, they like things popping and fizzing off the bottom, and it's attraction. This is what I want from that. I want some bait on the bottom and I want a loose feed regular. So really with roach fishing, you want a nice bit of bait on the bottom, then you're loose feeding over the top. I chose to use this ground bait because it's got a lot of attraction and it's ideal in your ground bait mix. So there are a few key features you want to be looking for in the winter months with your ground bait. You want to be using dark baits, dark coloured ground baits, just because the fish will be naturally more inclined to coming over your ground bait than they would with a really light ground bait. And just think what you're fishing for. If you're fishing for carp and F1s, you want some pellets with some fish meal in your ground bait such as Thatcher's or dark match method mix. That's a brilliant ground bait for that. And then if you're looking to catch everything in your swim, try it in a few different ingredients, say like black roach if you're trying to catch a lot of roach in with your skimmers and carp, or if you're just targeting skimmers alone, try black lake. Now give these a try in your local venue and I'll see you on the bank soon. Cheers. Thank you for watching guys. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification so you don't miss any future videos.